A testament to St. Joseph's boom years from the late 1800s to the beginning of the 20th century, St. Joseph's tallest building was erected by John Corby in 1909. The 14-story office building was constructed as a fireproof steel structure located at 5th and Felix in downtown St. Joseph. It was called the Corby 4C building.
It was one of the tallest structures in Missouri at one time, obviously, steel structure. They all started outdoing each other by 10 feet to get that recognition.
But it was, close to the turn of the century, and that was still kind of what they were trying to do is emulate classical architecture. The body of the building is 3 parts. It's got the base and I guess you would call it the shaft of the building, and then the capital. And that was kind of how they did skyscrapers. It was at that time supposed to be a marvel of construction, and they had, in order to prove that this building was the strongest concrete building that could be built, they had layers of concrete blocks built, stacked onto a section of floor. And then and it was 3 or 4 deep, so it was a huge load. And then the architect, E.J. Eckel, and his draftsman and all the workers stood on top of that to show that they were very sure that their building was going to be safe.
It became the premier professional office building in St. Joseph. It evolved to also house the grain exchange, which became one of the largest in the country.
It was one of the original grain trading facilities, so the top floor ballroom was the actual grain trading floor, and there's pictures of it hanging up in the ballroom. So it was mainly an office building.
There's a story of a high school student whose job it was to carry buckets of grain up to the back stairway to the grain exchange on the 14th floor. The exchange would look the grain over and give papers to the youth to take below, showing what was purchased. The building housed many businesses, including doctors' offices and optical stores. A huge lighted sign once set atop the Corby Building that could be seen for miles around. It read, "St. Joseph, a town worthwhile."
A town worthwhile. And we had all this extra electricity. So the light company with the Chamber of Commerce worked out a deal with the owners, and they put this light on there, and you could see it in Atchison. It was about 30 feet tall, I think. And it sat on the top of the Corby Building, and it faced to the south. And anybody in South St. Joe and anybody in an open area south of town could see that sign. They may not be able to read it, but they could see the white light from it. There were literally thousands of light bulbs in the sign.
It was converted into apartments as office needs changed. The building was purchased by the Fouch brothers in 2009 to become the Corby Place Senior Living.
Converted to residential a long time ago, and then we picked it up a couple years ago when the current owner that was doing independent living there, senior living, was having problems running the business, and they were going to empty out the building and just sell the building. Well, we were able to buy it with the help of a lot of people here in town, to just buy it and keep it independent living and fill it back up again.
The building has 77 apartments for independent senior living. 3 meals a day are prepared in its kitchen for residents, where they can just cook for themselves. Services such as laundry, housekeeping, transportation, and nursing are provided. The structure has a ballroom, library, dining room, parlor, and many of its residents are retired employees who worked at the building. The one thing residents enjoy the most is the spectacular views provided of the downtown area and the Missouri River. While the original owners may not have intended St. Joseph's tallest building to become a home for senior living, the residents here call it home.